What's going on YouTube? It's Ben, and let's talk about recruiting. Hey guys, as you know on this channel, I often talk about entrepreneurship and business, and especially starting your own recruiting agency. So if you're into that kind of thing, I kindly request that you would smash that red subscribe button down below because my channel will definitely be for you. So in this video, I want to talk about why recruiting is one of the easiest businesses to get into and one of the easiest to become successful in. Now, we've all heard of MLMs, digital marketing, real estate investing, real estate flipping, e-commerce, pretty much any internet craze there's been out there over the past years. Now, while there are a select few people that are highly successful in those businesses, the barrier of entry into those businesses is what keeps the majority of people from being successful in those businesses, and that's what this video is all about. So you might be asking, why recruiting? Why is the barrier of entry so much more simplistic and so much more easier to get over? Well, I'm going to give you a few really good reasons why. The first of which is that recruiting is an absolutely necessary and critical component to pretty much every single industry. In case you weren't aware, companies need labor. They need staff. They literally cannot operate without staff. And if it weren't for recruiters or recruiting agencies, companies would be really struggling to keep their labor force intact. Therefore, because recruitment is such a necessary and critical component to our economy, you're actually providing an absolutely tangible product to industry. This is why recruiting differs from things like digital marketing ad agencies, for instance, whereas companies can do without digital marketing if they don't absolutely want it because it's a want to have, whereas recruitment is a have to have. A company has to have staff, therefore they need recruitment. They don't need digital marketing per se. I say all of this just to get the point across that when you're in recruiting, you are selling something super tangible, super necessary, and critical to the customer, that it's not snake oil. It's not something that's gonna be bought by chance. It's something that's going to be bought and transacted because it's actually necessary. The next reason recruitment has a super low barrier of entry is because there's virtually no cost to start. Let's be completely real here. If you have a laptop, a cell phone, and a LinkedIn profile, you are practically in the recruiting business already. I realize people might think that's actually funny, but literally with the things that are in your possession right now, you can full on form an entire recruiting agency within hours. You don't need some wild amount of funding or startup capital in order to create a recruiting agency. It's something that you can absolutely bootstrap with things you already have and a little bit of know-how. I literally started my currently 6-figure recruiting agency with 50 bucks. You do not need money to start a recruiting agency. Yet another reason recruiting has a super low barrier to entry is you can start this business completely solo. You don't need any partners or a team behind you to start a recruiting agency. There are so many lone wolves out there that generate 6 figures and well beyond that in recruitment. Not to mention the fact that running solo and nimble allows you to make decisions quickly and scale really fast. Another reason recruitment has a very low barrier of entry is because it doesn't take long to get success. Let's just consider e-commerce for an example. You set up a Shopify store, you dump about $5,000 in ads, testing a million different products from AliExpress, and at the end of the day, you have absolutely nothing to show for it. In recruiting, your only investment is your sweat equity and your execution. Last time I checked, those were not monetary items. Because of the fact that you can implement without hemorrhaging cash all day long, you have an incredibly better chance to see success within your first couple of weeks, if not within your first month. Simply by targeting the right companies, using the right tools, sending out the right messages, you're going to be able to get your first, second, and third client soon enough, and you'll be cash flowing before you even know it. How do you even compare a business like that with real estate investment or real estate flipping? Now, last but not least, the barrier of entry to recruitment is so incredibly low because the skills necessary in recruiting are so transferable from the skills that most people already have. Let's say you come from retail, insurance, sales, telemarketing, or customer service. Every single one of these positions deals with people intimately, and so many other jobs do the same. The skills necessary to succeed in recruitment pretty much mimic exactly what these positions require. Understanding people, reading people, effectively communicating, pretty much everything these people are already doing in their current 9-to-5 jobs. I owe practically everything to my 5 years in cold call advertising sales because it taught me almost 80% of the skills that I needed to create my current recruiting agency. If you have any of the jobs I mentioned above or any of the skills I mentioned above, you are practically perfect for recruitment. Okay, now of course, not every single person can enter recruitment. That's just impossible. However, absolutely nobody can deny the fact that right now, in 2020, the barrier of entry into recruitment has never been lower and the opportunity has never been greater. Guys, I want to thank you for watching this YouTube video. If you enjoyed this or if this was helpful, please smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, the alert button so you know every single time I come out with a new video. Until then.